in Germany, they are going to have public nudist spaces in the city, not just at beaches. That's right. They're going to have 6 urban naked zones around the city where people will be free to sunbathe naked. We don't have any images for this, sorry, but as we just said in the previous segment, there's plenty of porn online.
Hey guys, just ask nicely.
This is where everyone comments on Gina's boobs.
Thank you.
Urban naked zone right here at the Young Turks?
Yes, so this started because there was an expiration of legislation for nude sunbathing in Bavaria, of which Munich is the capital. And city leaders had to decide, can people strip in public now or what? So they're just gonna have these little naked zones. And this is literally gonna be like, there's gonna be people working in offices and then just, a few feet away, some naked zones. We could never do this in America, could we?
No, and they shouldn't do it in Germany because Germany's fucked up. And it's always been fucked up. And this is just another fucked up thing.
This leads to a weird political party, doesn't it?
No, well, it does lead to a weird political party. That's a great point. But we were just talking about the porn story, and when you watch porn and then you stumble on German porn, you realize, oh dear God, Jesus, I hope she's okay.
Okay, wait. Can you explain German porn a little more? Because I'm not really sure what German porn is, but every time we've done a thing on porn in this, someone says that about German porn, and then people start going, well, what's the deal with German porn?
Super aggressive.
Very
super
aggressive.
There's a lot of choking and a lot of, it's
regurgitating.
Not, it's not, I mean, I've only watched 15, 20 hours of it. And it's,
he's no expert.
Right, it will turn, no, it's, one of the first, Cenk tells a great story, one of the first videos when he was given a VHS porn was German porn.
Yeah.
And one of the lines, first of all, everything said, even oh baby, it feels so good, I just want to be inside you and make you feel wonderful. Even that sounds hideous in German.
Yeah.
But there's a line in there that was, I'm going to get it slightly wrong, but it's essentially, Schluppen das ist Vitamin, right? Which just again sounds like,
round them up.
Papers, right?
Oh my God.
And
I was only following orders.
Schluppen das, right? I was only following orders.
Yeah.
Schluppen das ist Vitamin. It means drink it up. It's good for you. Yeah.
If I might butt
Gina,
in,
please.
thanks, because I love where this is going.
Yeah.
But I think that's a major comment on our society and how we feel about nudity, because I don't think that this culture equates nudity with porn. I mean, there's, they go with their families, they go with their little kids. I lived in Greece for a very small amount of time, and we would go to the nude beaches, and I promise you, not only were these not, hypersexual people, they were not hyper-sexually attractive people. So these are just people who like to be naked, and it doesn't mean anything other than that.
Right, so in Europe, it's just people that like to be naked, versus here, our nude beaches, it's always like a lot of old men hiding behind a bush, fondling himself.
Exactly.
Ben, you've been there, that's where we met, wasn't it?
But I think Gina's right. I think I think the nudists would bristle at the notion that we want to sexualize their desire to be nude.
Is there something a little funny about the geographic location of this, that it really is going to be pretty much in urban areas, as if these naked people have to get naked? Like they're at work and all day long they're like, oh geez, these clothes are driving me nuts.
I love that. I think that's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't keep their clothes on. If I might anecdotally tell you, a few weeks ago, I may or may not have been at a clothing optional spa in Palm Springs. And
really?
You're welcome. And
wow.
Yep.
Which option did you take?
And here's the thing: these people. I mean, there's probably people out there that do it for other reasons, but this particular hotel was just people who just aren't feeling it, just aren't feeling clothes. So that's the thing. I think that these German people, they're just not into it, man.
So
why do you
this
make a big
hotel, would you
deal out
walk
of it?
around, be at the bar, and there'd be a naked guy, and he'd be like, hey, what's going on? And that was it. And then they go back to his room. And
water's real cold. My apologies. Yeah, it's just not a big deal.
Yeah.
So, and whatever,
Did you have any guy say to you, hey, my mouth is up here?
Well, I'm from Kansas, so I'm obviously, a liberal, super open hippie. But if you could just excuse that, no, that's the thing. it's not a big deal to most of the world.
Yeah.
I don't know about most of the world, to a lot of the world. And if Germans want to sit in the park al fresco, I think that's
Yeah.
great.
Well, I didn't know we actually had a legit nudist on the panel.
I
when
don't
we
know if you do either.
So what made you want to go there? I'm
well, it's
curious.
not my first. I mean, what?
Yeah, what made you want to go? Like you were just like, let me try it.
Honestly,
I think it's pretty great. I'd
Honestly,
kinda like to
do you
try
want to
it.
know
Yeah.
what brought me there? This will be like a 40-second story.
Go.
All right. So I was in the desert with some friends.
I'm already bored.
You can shut it. I was in the desert with some friends late in the day, and they were like, God, I'd love to go to a mineral spa. And I was like, oh, I think it's a little late for that. I think they're all closing. I'll see what I can do. And I called this one. I just randomly found it in my phone. I was like, I don't know. I'll try them. They're on Google. I called and I said, hi, are you still open? Do you, clothing spa? And like, oh, we're closed. I'm so sorry. I was like, no big deal. He goes, what's your name? And I said, Gina. And he goes, We talked for a few minutes. He goes, let me call you right back. So he calls me right back. He goes, Gina, I like the cut of your jib. He said, you sound like a really, really honest person. You sound like a really trustworthy person. I like you a lot. Tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to leave you the key.
What?
No.
Swear to God.
Are you sure you didn't just end up at some old perv's house?
Swear to
naked?
God, we thought it was going to be the world's worst David Lynch movie. But we get there, and there are people there, and it's like this like goddess statues and like these fountains, and it's so beautiful. And we pushed in the code, and we open it. It's like fucking Shangri-La, and I'm like, well, when in Rome. So we had an amazing time, and I have a really trustworthy voice.